Peace family, thank you for tuning in with me today. This is your girl Queen of Pentacles 1111 and I am back with yet another pick a card reading. This reading today is just a quick message from the divine feminine energies letting you know what to expect or what to do for the end of the year 2021 into the year 2022. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright, so first I would like to just talk a little bit about the divine feminine energy. All right, as human beings, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Has nothing to do with how you identify. It's more of a spiritual thing, not a physical thing. All right, so let's get that out of the way. There are traits that are most often associated with the divine feminine. All right, some of those traits are connection, empathy, nurturing, emotion, intuition, receiving, vulnerability, stillness, and authenticity. Feminine energy is creative and inspiring. It cannot be quantified or contained. All right, let's get into these readings. When I did the pile selection, I didn't put the numbers under the cards. All right, so for those of you who chose this pile, this is pile number 1. For those of you who chose this card, this is card number 2. And those of you who chose this pile, this is pile number 3. All right, group number 1, this is your reading. So those of you who chose the first pile, you chose this card here, and the reason I have this other card blocking the bottom is because I didn't want you to see the write-up of the character or the divine feminine that you chose. Now, these cards here are, they have a character from history that most people know of, but we're not getting caught up on the fact of who the person is. We're concerning ourselves with the energy that they bring, okay? So even if those of you don't identify with this actual person, just think of the energy that they bring instead. This person that you chose is Joan of Arc. It says, the warrior of light. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Also, I didn't show the write-up because I wanted everyone to get more in tune with their intuition and let the intuition lead them to choose the right pile. All right, this one is, and then there was another one that was blocking the bottom, and that was another card that I shuffled as well, and it's Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So group number 1, right away what I'm getting is I feel like a lot of you have been experiencing feelings of persecution. And if it's been happening like for your whole life, if it's been that kind of theme, or if it's something that's been happening in the last little while, I get the sense that group number 1 you've been pushed into a corner a lot of time, backed into a corner a lot of time, solely based on your beliefs and your convictions in life and what, you know, things you hold true to yourself, what's important to yourself. You may be even surrounded by a group of people or maybe even your family that think completely differently than you do. So naturally, you'll be in a situation where nobody understands you. Maybe they shun you. Maybe they laugh at you. Maybe they talk down to you. Maybe they see you as just crazy or kooky or weird. And because of that, you have, you know, experienced situations where you have to withdraw or kind of keep to yourself or hide who you really are or how you think. Maybe even sometimes you've been put in situations where you've had to kind of like fake it and be like the others just so you can show that you're not weird or, you know, out to lunch, not on into the same things as the group. The tarot cards that I shuffled for you guys, group number 1, I already shuffled all of these cards and did somewhat of a reading. I started it, but then I realized the audio wasn't working. So I just got to the point of shuffling. So they've already been shuffled. So this is the message that's coming through. These are the tarot cards you got. You got the 8 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and then you have the World. All right, so they're asking you, the divine feminine energies here Joan of Arc and Mary Magdalene, if you know their story, then you know that persecution is definitely a theme in their story. And I think that is exactly why those two cards came out for group number one. Especially with the Eight of Swords here, I think you're being made to feel like you don't belong, or what you're saying is wrong, what you're feeling is wrong, who you are is wrong. I also feel like some of you in group number one could also be seen or maybe have been called the black sheep of the family quite often. Maybe some of you are loners. You know, and so these divine energies, these feminine energies are asking you to take it easy, not to fight back. Don't get in a situation where you are trying to explain yourself, defend yourself, or even make people understand you. It's not worth it, because some of those people are just actually ignorant and they don't know anything about you and people like you. But then there are also those people who are determined to misunderstand you because it gives them a sense of superiority. If they have you feeling like you always have to be in a situation of explaining and defending yourself and making them see that you are worthy of their praise or are worthy of their love. You are just worthy, period. So you don't need to get into that type of situation. And that's what the energies are letting you know. Don't worry too much about that. Don't fight it. Don't force it. Don't try and prove who you are to other people. Prove who you are to yourself. And that's the perspective that they're asking you to take now, because I feel like some of it could have been a forcing situation, because I'm seeing here the word warrior, which makes me think that some of you have been trying to force the people around you, or your world around you, like the people who you come into contact with every day, or who you live with. You've been trying to force them to see where you're coming from, and it's not working, because then when you come this way with force, they come back with force. They push back and nothing gets solved. So they're asking you to instead become a warrior of light. So live in an authentic way. Be true to yourself. Stand tall in your truth. Be firm with what you believe in, your convictions. And people will just, by looking at how you live, they will be more inclined to find out about you. Not that that's what you're living your life to do. Like, you're not trying to live your life so that other people can want to be around you. If they don't want to be around you, then that's their loss. But that will naturally happen, because if some of you are in fact loners and you don't understand why, they're letting you know that this is all part of the process. Those feelings of those feelings of being ostracized or being alienated or shunned, those horrible feelings are things that you have to experience to a certain extent to help for your growth, for your soul growth. Because I also see this oracle card here that says Earth School, and underneath it, it says life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Now, that being said, they're not asking you to put yourself always in a position of being condemned or treated poorly or disrespected, all because you believe that it's going to add towards your growth. That's not what they're asking you to do, because in that case, then you become, a victim, and that's not what they want. They want you to stand tall in who you are and look at things from a different perspective. Instead of seeing some of the negative things that have happened to you in your life and feeling badly about it and feeling sorry for yourself because of it, now's the time to look at it and say, okay, you know what? Those things happened, as unpleasant as they were, for a reason. What can I learn from that? They want you to do that, and they want you to also know, this is a reading of encouragement, because they want you to know, this is the World card. So for me, it just shows that positive times are coming. And not only that, but you will also feel like eventually a sense of belonging in this world. You won't feel like left out, like nobody understands you, like you're the only person who has these beliefs or ways, convictions, ideas. You will end up feeling accepted. You will end up having a sense of belonging. And it won't be because you're going out there trying to force people to understand who you are. It will be because you understand who you are. okay? And there will always be people who will try and shun you. But at the end of the day, when you have a greater understanding of who you are as a person, that doesn't even mean anything anymore. It almost becomes laughable. Okay, so this card here, this oracle card says, align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change? So they're just asking you for the end of the year, going into the year 2022, to kind of do like a spring cleaning and kind of get rid of the old ways of thinking, get rid of anything in your life that no longer serves you, that is hindering your progress and making you feel bad at the end of the day, and making you feel not like your true self. Making you feel like you have to hide certain things and keep things bottled up, and to muzzle yourself, to stifle your creativity because other people don't understand you. This card here says innocence. This oracle card says innocence. And like I said, don't get jaded like other people around you. Stay true to who you are. If other people have negative ways of viewing things, if they're Debbie Downers, if they are like, you know, miserable, unhappy with the choices that they made in their life, and you are not, then you don't let them sully or mar or like ruin your way of being. You have an innocence about you. I see the word light in a lot of these cards here, and it suggests to me that you are a light being. You are someone who has something to offer to this world, and don't let anyone else cut you off from your purpose. All right, so the last oracle card we have here, because I don't want to make this drawn too long, from the Divine Feminine Energies for the end of the year 2021 into your year 2022 is detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. So I'm going to rewrite this card. I'm going to reword this card a little bit and add something else in there. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of self-love. Okay, so group number one, I also feel like some of you could be definitely creatives, painters, dancers, those types of things. Or maybe you have a talent that other people are not used to seeing and they don't know how to receive it. They want you to get in touch with feelings of like self-love. Love yourself. And that also lends to the idea of feminine energy, divine feminine energy as well. Feelings of self-love, taking care of yourself. You are in love with those feelings of love. You think of like sensuality and those types of things. Those also lean more towards the feminine aspects of yourself. They want you to get in touch with those things and embrace those things and love those things and don't hide those things. Yeah, I just think of dancing and movement and flowing. They want you to continue to be that type of person and detach yourself from anything that's kind of stopping that. Detach yourself from any ideas, views, stigmas that come along with being the type of person you are or expressing yourself in the ways that you do. They want you to be true to yourself and know that sometimes the persecution comes because you are somebody that makes other people feel uncomfortable, because it causes them and it forces them to reckon with the fact that they are too scared to be their authentic self. So keep doing what you're doing, stand tall in your truth, don't hide yourself, never muzzle yourself for anybody else, and goodness will come. Okay, group number one, that was the reading. Thank you for tuning in with me today. You are appreciated. I pray that all goes well for the end of the year 2021 into your year 2022. All right, until we see each other again, guys. Bye. Peace, family. Thanks for tuning in with me today. Those of you who chose pile number 2, this is your reading. You chose this beautiful card that looks like this. Hope you can see that. And there was another card hiding it. But I didn't want you all to see the write-up, like I said before. So the card you chose is Parvati, the goddess of devotion. It says, I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. And you also chose this card that goes along with it, and it's Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Yes, the divine feminine energy usually deals with authenticity and devotion and matters of the heart in that sense. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to choose 3 tarot cards for group number 2. Yikes. Okay, we got this one, which I just bent up. This one. I'll choose one more. All right, so the tarot cards you got right now are the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Okay, in tarot, the element of cups is water. You got all cups here. And the cups usually deal with matters of the heart, like emotional situations, should I say. All right, which is very fitting considering this is a message from the Divine Feminine that usually deals with those types of matters anyway, emotional matters. Okay, all right, right away what I get, group number 2 from these cards is that maybe some of you have been struggling recently with like situations that have to deal with love and matters of the heart. Could be friendships, could be, you know, family relationships, could be romantic relationships. Maybe some of you are single and you're looking for a partner and it's not exactly happening as quickly as you would like it to. Some of you could be in situations, relationships where you're not fulfilled, you're not happy anymore. It could be kind of tumultuous. Some of you could be experiencing a twin flame situation. You could be on that journey, which can be a tumultuous one as well. I feel like some of you have been in situations as of lately, let's say for the year 2020 to 2021, where your love life has been kind of shaky, all right? Or even if it hasn't always been shaky, it hasn't been consistently good either, right? So even if you're on the dating scene, you could have had some good dates, but you could also have some bad dates too, and you're looking for a situation where you could be in a consistent state of fulfillment or happiness with one person, you know, someone who has your back, someone you can be devoted to, and they're letting you know that that is coming. If we look at, but they're also, before I go deeper into that, they're asking you to still stay your true self. Stay your true self. You don't have to change yourself to make yourself more appealing to the other people. If someone's going to love you, fall in love with you, want to be in your presence, you know, spend time with you, they're going to do it because they want to see the true you, not because, you know, you're supposed to put out the image of what you think they want to see. So show them your true self. And that's who they will fall in love with, in a sense. I'm saying fall in love with, meaning fall in love with, they want to spend time with you, they are enamored with you, they like the way you do things, they vibe with you, that kind of stuff. And they actually like want to be around you. It's not a situation where they feel like they have to be around you. It's that they want to be around you. So like you look at Parvati, she's the goddess of devotion. So you are going to find somebody who you can be devoted to and who is devoted to you as well. We have Perpetua. She's the saint of authenticity. So being authentic to yourself and what it is you want in a relationship. If you have a good friendship, what kind of friendship do you want? What does a good, healthy, wholesome friendship look like to you? If you're in a marriage, what does a good, healthy, wholesome marriage look like to you? And so on and so forth. They're asking you to hold on to who you are and stay true to yourself, and these things will come in the year 2022. That just point blank, that just looks like it's a positive reading for group number 2, that love and feelings of love and happiness and fulfillment, your heart just feeling full in most aspects of your life is coming towards you in 2022. Doesn't have to necessarily be with somebody else. It could actually also be with yourself, the devotion to yourself, not betraying yourself, not speaking poorly of yourself, not thinking poorly of yourself, not being addicted to things that are harming yourself. So just the idea of love and like a turn of events where love is concerned, love is going to take on a new life for you in 2022. It's going to have different meaning. It's going to hold a different weight in your life in the year 2022. All right, so they're also asking you, though, I see here with the Queen of Cups, or they're also telling you that you are also going to get more in touch with yeah, yourself. Because then when you're more in touch with yourself, then you know how to be more authentic, right? And that's when you'll be able to be your true self and find someone who can be devoted to you and who you can be devoted to, or a friendship, or even to yourself. You're gonna get in tune with not just your intuition, but like the inner version of who you are, your inner self, and you can examine your inner workings and you know, just find out who you are as a person, get to know yourself a little bit more. And in will come is like you will open up to the abundance of love coming right at you. So they're also asking you to be the love first that you want to see in your life. All right. They also want you to understand and realize and accept that and hold on to the fact that you are worthy, regardless of anything else. Like, you are just worthy. And because it says here, I am love that doesn't leave. So even if you make a poor choice in a love interest, for example, or maybe you've made poor choices with friendships, or maybe you've talked down to yourself in the past, they want you to get rid of the idea that because you've made mistakes, you are somehow unworthy of better. And that's not true. Even though you've made mistakes, they're asking you to kind of just deal with it and like fix it, heal from it. Even if you can make amends in some way, shape, or form, do that, but understand that you are still worthy of goodness and love and happiness and fulfillment, despite anything that you've done in your past. All right. So the oracle card, the first oracle card we have here is the Pleiades. It says double mission, channeling up and uplifting humanity. All right. So I do believe in 2022, they're trying to let you know that, yeah, things are going to be getting better for you. It's going to look better for you. And you are going to, yeah, level up in a sense that you're going to have a different view of your relationships, your situationships, whatever, your friendships, even the love relationship you have with yourself. You're going to view it in a different way, and you're going to treat it with a different way, maybe with more care, more devotion, more time. You're going to take yourself and those who you accept in your life more seriously, and maybe not take their presence for granted, perhaps. Or you're not going to let other people take your presence for granted. So that also first comes with a devotion to yourself and being authentic and true to what it is you want in your life. We all want relationships that look different. And a happy relationship looks much different to me than it does to anybody else. A good friendship looks different to me than it does a lot of other people. So we have to decide first and foremost what it is we want for ourselves to be happy in a relationship. All right, so this oracle card we have here says messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, and as you see, there's a messenger coming here, bringing harmony and balance. So we have the divine feminine energies coming today to let you know that harmony, balance, and all of those wonderful energies will be coming to you in the year 2022. And if you look at the numbers 2022, actually that's a 6. And when I think of a 6, I think of love, harmony, balance, domestic harmony, and those types of things. So I think if you're going through a situation where your marriage or your relationships, even relationships with your children, are kind of, you know, hectic, a little tumultuous, maybe chaotic, difficult, trying, triggering, all of those things, and maybe leave you feel empty and depleted at some points in time, those things will be coming more into balance in the year 2022. You won't feel so erratic or lost, uncertain of who you are. Sometimes you lose yourself when you're so, you've gotten into the habit of trying to fix something and solve problems. You lose who you are sometimes. That's going to all balance out. The next card we have here says divinity. Oops. Divinity. So I think what they're trying to let you know is that you are actually a divine spirit having, as they say, a human experience. Like, I'm sure we've all heard that before, right? So you are learning how to be a human, and that lens goes back to when I was telling you that you are in fact worthy of goodness and of happiness and fulfillment, despite anything that has happened in your past. Maybe that they were the wrong decisions, or you treated people poorly, or you allowed other people to treat you poorly, or you've treated yourself poorly, or you've made some decisions that you're not necessarily proud of. You are a divine energy and you are experiencing this life. So they're asking you to learn from your mistakes, right? In the meanwhile, while this goodness is coming to you, they're asking you to learn from your mistakes, learn who you truly are, why you've acted the way you've acted in the past with the people who mean the most to you sometimes. Sometimes we're the harshest on the people that we love the most. I don't know why, but that's the nature of it. Maybe because we know that they're so devoted to us that they'll come back to us. But they want you to examine those types of things. If you have, in fact, mistreated the people who are the closest to you, they want you to look at those things and see why you've done those things, or if you've allowed people to treat you unfairly and harshly, why you've allowed those types of things. They want you to gain a greater sense of devotion to yourself. They want you to be authentic and true to who you are as a person. Understand that anything that has happened to you in the past, or anything you've done in the past, if you genuinely feel sorry about that, if you've done something wrong and you want to actually like ask forgiveness, if you can't even go to the person and ask them for forgiveness, just forgive yourself for doing such things or causing harm to somebody else. Once you're genuine in those types of things and authentic, then they want you to know that goodness awaits you, happiness awaits you, love awaits you. All right, so the last oracle card we have here for group number 2, for the end of the year 2021 into the year 2022, we have the card here that says freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Openness, authenticity, all of those words lend back to the fact that you are freeing up yourself from any ideas that you may have placed on yourself about what happiness looks like, or who deserves happiness, who deserves fulfillment, who deserves love, who is worthy and who is not. So they just want you to take a look at yourself. I think it will be a gradual thing that will happen. It's not something that you can force. It's something that you will slowly gain an appreciation for yourself and your authentic self and who you are. You'll become more devoted to yourself. You'll have a better love of yourself. And once you balance that out, those energies out that could become kind of chaotic and hectic when you're struggling with, internal issues, then will come the abundance of love and harmony and balance and consistency, and things will just start to feel right again, So that's the message, group number 2, that Parvati and Perpetua were bringing to you for the year to come. You will indeed experience a new love, even if a new love of life, to say the least. They're asking you to just be patient with yourself and understand that you are in fact only human, and any mistakes that you have made, if you are genuinely sorry for them, you will be forgiven for, and new love and new wonderful feelings and a whole new way of living with regards to your emotions awaits you in the year 2022. All right, thank you so much for spending your time with me today, group number 2. I appreciate you greatly. I wish you all the best in the new year to come. Until we see each other again, guys. Bye. Peace, family. Thank you for tuning in with me today. For those of you who chose pile number 3, you chose these 2 cards. Chose this one. And this is the goddess Sekhmet, and she's also called the Red Lady. It says, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Wow. That's the first one. And the last one is, the next one is the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Wow, that's fierce. Those 2 cards are fierce. All right, we're going to choose 3 tarot cards for you, group number 3. Just a message from the divine feminine energies. letting you know what to expect for the year 2022. All right, so group number 3. Everyone else got 3 tarot cards, but the way those ones flew out of my hand just now, I thought they deserved to be heard and addressed, so you all got 4. So we have, the first one we have here is the Ace of Swords. The second one is the Ace of Cups. We've got the 7 of Cups. And we also have the 9 of Coins. All right, so right away when I look at these cards, I feel like 2022 is going to be a powerful year for you, group number 3. I feel like it's going to be a creative year with a lot of new beginnings. I feel like it's going to be a year where you kind of stand tall in your truth as who you are, and you have a sense of renewed pride in who you are. But I don't feel like it's gonna be that kind of subtle pride, you know, where you kind of like, oh, I'm okay, you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can. I feel like it's gonna be a year of fierceness for group number 3. I feel a lot of fire energy. These cards all have red in them, which suggests to me a lot of fire energy, a lot of creativity. And when I say creativity, I also mean creation. Some of you can be having children. Some of you can finally be putting out those creative projects that you've been kind of putting on the back burner, on the shelf for the longest time because you weren't exactly confident in. I feel like there's going to be a great sense of confidence for group number 3. I feel like you're going to have, you know, finally decide that you want to live life. Like, you don't just want to survive, you want to thrive in life. And when the universe sees that, the universe will match it. So when you finally decide to put your works out there, be creative, live life to the fullest, be authentic, and embrace your fierce nature, then the universe will continue to bring you situations where you get to be that fierce, wonderful person, where you get to demonstrate just how awesome you are, what a boss you are. I mean, shoot, I feel like you're going to be outspoken in the following year, in the year 2022. And I just feel like it's just going to keep getting better. You're going to end up with so many different options because you decided to stand tall and stand firm in who you are. Group number 2 had the same type of reading, but it was more of a gentle authenticity. Like, standing tall in your authenticity was kind of in a gentle way, a subtle way. But group number 3, no, it's like a forceful, fiery kind of way, where it's like, to people who can't handle it, it would almost seem kind of cocky or swell-headed or intrusive, or like you impose yourself on people. But it won't be that. It will be in a sense of, look, I'm me, and I'm ready to make people hear my voice. I'm ready to allow you to share in my creative endeavors. So here I am, and if you don't like it, then you could do the next best thing. That type of stuff. Like, I don't feel like group number 3 is gonna be making excuses for who they are anymore. I think you're done with that, and there's a time where you're ready to enjoy life, eat good food, have good friends around you, experience good art. You know, I mean, considering the type of world that this has been since the year 2020, some people are just tired of it now, and they really just want to get back to living, you know, and enjoying everything life has to offer. And this is going to be your 2022, group number 3. And like I just said, I think I said this. Okay, for this oracle card here, we have this one that says, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. You just saw me shuffle these cards, guys. So like I said, you're going to share your voice. You're going to speak up for yourself. You're going to be able to explain your point of view and feel good about it. You're going to be unapologetically yourself in the year 2022. And you're going to go into 2022 knowing that, yes, you may be persecuted or looked down upon or shunned or maybe even laughed at for the way you view certain things or the type of person who you are, but it's not going to matter to you because you're going to have that self-confidence. I can see a very bold kind of vibe when I think of 2022 for group number 3. I feel like it's just going to be like, you know, you're going to be like, to hell with them. If they can't get on my level and on my wavelength, they can't get with what I'm trying to put out there, then they're not for me. They need to go somewhere else, and I will keep pushing on. We also have here the age of light. You've been trained for this for lifetimes. Okay, now I feel like group number 3, you are going to step into who you are supposed to be. That fierce energy. Maybe sometimes group number 3, some people have told you, you know, you're too much, or you're extra, or you're too much to handle, or you're full of yourself, or those types of things. You're pushy. Maybe as a child, you were called those types of things as well. But now is the time where those types of things are going to serve you. They're going to serve you. And that also is a good way to kind of weed out the people who are not in your corner, like who you shouldn't keep around you. They will get intimidated by that and they will kind of leave. They will fall away, or they won't even approach you. They won't even come near you. Group number 3, 2022 is going to be a power year for you. It's also going to be a year where you start being true to yourself, where you start speaking out. You're going to have some kind of revelation where it's just like, boom, I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm speaking up for myself. If you don't like it, then that's your problem, not mine. And from that point will come the creation. Then you will give birth to a new version of yourself. Or you will actually give birth to a little version of yourself. But creation is the key. Bold creation is the key. All right? Unapologetic creation is the key. Authentic creation is the key in 2022. That's exactly the way you're going to be living. All right? Some of you can be musicians. Music also suggests to me walking to the tune of your own drum, or to the beat of your own drum, letting me know that you are ready to do things the way you want. And the way that feels right and true to you, regardless of what those around you may say. Everybody has an opinion. Does that mean that you should concern yourself with it and let it decide how you proceed in life? Absolutely not, right? I mean, considering, okay, I have to put this in here or else I'd be irresponsible, but I'm saying that your boldness, your confidence shouldn't impose any negativity on anybody else. We know that, right? We're not trying to do any harm. We're not trying to make others feel badly about themselves. We just care about being true to ourselves and putting forth our great work, something we believe in, standing firm in who we are. It's about the self. It's not about other people. So we're not trying to cause harm, and we're not trying to be like overly cocky where we're making other people feel badly about themselves. It's not like that. It's not that vibe. The vibe that you're going to be putting forth in 2022 is, I like myself and I'm going to show you who I am. And if you don't like me, then you can go and do the next best thing. You can go somewhere else and be around people that you like, or that you can accept, or that are more palatable for you. But you're not going to dim yourself. You're not going to silence yourself. You're not going to make yourself feel more small for people to better accept you or feel more comfortable in your presence. Not gonna happen. So in 2022, it is gonna be a fierce year, but not only that, it's gonna be a year where I feel like you're gonna level up in life, in a sense. Like you're gonna feel like your life just, like the glow up. Yeah, that's it, the glow up. I think 2022 for group number 3 is gonna be a glow up year. Could be in a physical sense, may not be. Could be in an emotional sense. Could be the year, like I said, you get your recognition for all your hard work, your creation, your music, your art, and just your personality, or what you have to say, your voice, what you bring to the world. Man, this is the year. Don't sleep on 2022 though. They're asking you, this stuff is waiting for you, but you also have to make the first step. So if you want to become the better version of yourself, you have to start today. It's not just going to be handed to you. You have to work towards it. Once you start working towards it, then the rest will be handed to you. But you have to make the first move. You have to initiate it. All right. So this last oracle card we have here for group number 3, this was just a short reading, is the Cosmic Heart. Whoa. Okay, so it says devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Okay, so that's exactly what you're going to be in group number 3 in the year 2020. You are going to be somebody that other people are in awe of, in the sense that, whether they tell you or not, in the sense that they're going to look towards you and say, okay, this person has such a great sense of self. This person has such confidence that they were able to put out their work of art fearlessly. This person is always true to who they are. Their voice, it touches many people. They never mince their words. They don't sugarcoat things. They are true to who they are, and they always speak their truth. You are going to be an inspiration to others. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a grand scale, like you're going to be on TV being a self-help speaker. You could be a motivational speaker. You could be becoming a motivational speaker where people are listening to what you have to say. But it could also just be you are a person who has definitely, you know, been through some trials in their life. Maybe you've had low self-esteem. Maybe you've hidden in the shadows. Maybe you've been a wallflower. And now's the time that you say, no, it's enough. I'm not doing it anymore. And I just wanted to show you before we go, both of these cards have the word cosmic in it. So this one is the Cosmic Heart, and this one is the Cosmic Egg. Okay, guys, you saw me shuffle these, so it's not like I chose these cards. Now, if we were to examine the words, see, I'm all about language and words because I understand that words hold such power that I'm going to just look at the definition of cosmic so we can actually get the gist of why that word is so prevalent in these readings. In this reading, sorry. Cosmic. Cosmic means occurring in or coming from the part of space that lies outside of Earth and its atmosphere. Cosmic means belonging or relating to the universe. All right, so you getting in touch with who you are and being unapologetically you is where you should be. That means you are in alignment with the cosmic energies. Hiding yourself, if you have a work of art that you want to present to the world or put in an art gallery, put on YouTube, hiding it away is not in alignment with the cosmic energies. Putting it out there is. So in 2022, you're going to come into alignment. Even if you look at the numbers of the year, 222 suggests alignment. So this is the year that you are going to find yourself in creative alignment as well. Wow. I also see, guys, a lot of Egyptian references, ancient Egyptian references here in these oracle cards, which suggests to me that I feel like some of you could definitely be an old soul. Some of you could have led lifetimes, past lifetimes in ancient Egypt, right? And some of you could actually like really resonate with ancient Egypt and the beliefs, the traditions, and the teachings of ancient Egypt. So, wow, this reading, I'm trying to keep it short because I don't want to drag it on too long, but really the messages in these cards are so loaded with information for group number 3 with regards to your following year, the year 2022. It's unbelievable. But like this card here sums it up pretty well. You see somebody sitting in a cave there, and I feel like that was your 2021. Now it's 2022. You're going to get past these choppy waters that we see here, and you're going to be able to express yourself and put yourself on a pedestal. Put your wants and your desires on a pedestal, your own pedestal, and live life and enjoy all the sensuous and sensual aspects that life has to offer you. I think that 2022 is going to be a year where you create a new version of yourself. Like I said, the glow up is real. So you have a lot to look forward to, group number 3. This was an amazing reading. Again, the energies, the divine feminine energies are encouraging you to put your works out there, your creative works. Let your voice be heard. Don't shy away from that, no matter how uncomfortable it is at the beginning. It's worth it, and you will receive abundance for it in the end. Some of you will make money for it, lots of money. So please don't be afraid. Don't shy away from who you truly are. Share it with the world. And that will bring you true alignment in the year 2022. All right, group number 3, I wish you all the best. And even the group, sorry, before I leave, even the number 3 suggests to me creation, right? And you chose pile number 3 for a reason. So you are in the process of creating a new version of life, a new version of reality, a new reality for yourself in the year 2022. All right. So group number 3, please enjoy the end of 2021 because that is well behind you, and look forward to what's to come in 2022. Okay. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, guys. Until we see each other again, take care.